Some students from the Northwest University in Mahikeng campus say they have been left stranded due to a delay in NSFAS paying their allowances. The students are unable to book travel back to their homes and are also unable to buy food. Refiloe Seboko joins us now for an update on this. Refiloe, good afternoon to you. How difficult have things been for these students who haven't received their payments?
Quite difficult, Clement. Some of them have had to find alternative means to particularly buy things like toiletries and food. Some are saying that they are still here, have not been able to travel back home. Some are from Limpopo, some are from Mpumalanga. You'll understand that on the 8th of December, if my memory serves me well, the second OP examinations were completed, and by this time the policy of the institution then says that all the students should have vacated the premises, but that's not the case for some students who are still here. But allow me to welcome Sasco Secretary Paseka Molete. Thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Give us a sense of how many students that are still in the institution and what the situation is like.
Thank you very much. Let me greet you and greet all the viewers back at home. We are in a state of crisis. We are in a state of a mess. That is what is happening currently. We have a number of students, more than 1,000 of students on campus. These students have not received their funding since from November. You can imagine how did they write their examinations, what food have they eaten. December, they have not even received anything. These students, remember, this funding, they are using it for different reasons. Food, for toiletries, and they have to use it even for traveling back at home. So they are here. We are trying all means to fundraise for them to can go home because of the malfunctioning, negligence and incompetence of NSFAS. I don't know what is happening there, but what is happening currently with NSFAS is just an issue of malfunctioning and a level of incompetence.
As a representative for the students, have you been able to get the reasons as to what is causing the delay? You are saying that since November, some students have not been receiving their allowance.
As the South African Student Congress, even from the national or provincial level, we've written so many other letters to the NSFAS, to the Minister, in fact, of Higher Education, as well as this company that was appointed, corruptly so, the Naroko, to ask what is the delay? Why is it our students are not receiving their due diligence in terms of allowances? And they're not even responding. They don't even care about responding to us, to tell us the reasons, what is the delays. They're not even publicizing anything as to why our students are not even receiving this. Hence, I'm saying this is a tantamount to negligence and not even caring about our students. So we're having people that are only thinking for themselves here, but not thinking for the larger group of our students, and creating more chaos than it is already created throughout the year. You can remember that even now they're not paying. We're still going to face a budget cut. We're still going to face applications that are not closed. They're going to be closed next year, the end of January. Whereas matric results are coming out on the 19th. We are going to face a chaotic year of 2024. Not even to say that 2023 was not chaotic enough. So this NSFAS we are continuing to see people who cannot do their work, and diligently so. So these people must be fired from their jobs. They must neglect those jobs. They must leave those jobs because they are incompetent. They have proven themselves. There's nothing else they can do, Shem. They're just doing it for the sake of doing it. So you can just imagine the state we are going to be as of 2024. Each and every university on February will be starting with the academic year. Which first years have been accepted, and when will NSFAS do diligence in terms of background checking in terms of finances? When the academic year is starting in February. So we are going to be having even more NSFAS that is deepened into chaotic and mess that is already created for itself as we speak now.
Let me talk to you, Thandolwe. You are a student here and you are one of the affected ones. Tell us about how have you been affected and how are you surviving?
Thank you very much, my sister. My name is Thandolwe and thank you for having me. There are many issues we are facing in Northwest University, caused by NSFAS, obviously. We haven't received our allowances from mine. I think from May I haven't received my allowances. It's been a problem. We survived through the day. Yes, we need to check how much you have and how much you spend. You can't even buy simple things like toiletry. You have to look clean. Besides how much you have, you need to try to look clean. With the little we have, we try to survive. Yes.
And in terms of traveling, I mean, you're saying you're from Mpumalanga, right? At this moment in time, we know that because the second op examination are completed, then students should have vacated the institution. Has there been any communication in terms of how you're going to be assisted?
Yes, the university have tried in terms of giving us a bus transport, but we need to be honest. That thing is not effective enough. Imagine how can you put students from Eastern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, all in one bus? How would it work? It doesn't make sense. So we're saying to them, maybe at least try to give us maybe the money for us to get home. If going to Mpumalanga is 500, give us 500 so we can get home. Simple. Because the bus system is proving not to be effective. Because by now the bus left, but still it has not returned, and we don't know whether they're safe or not, wherever they are. Yes.
Thank you so much. Paseka, let me just close it off with you in terms of, now we are in the situation, some students are still here, some are saying that they have not been able to travel back home. What is the plan?
What we've started doing is, as leadership of students, we have tried to even fundraise for them. We have been sharing whatever that we have with them so that students can eat, students can have something, they can have a good bath, and they can even feel at home even though things are difficult. So we've been pleading around with business people to help us and help each and every student. But with the number that we have, it's going to be very difficult for us. And what we are doing currently is to request everybody to come to party and try at least to save the situation and send these students back, because clearly we are in a very, very, very messy situation. So we are pleading to everyone who can assist to adopt even one student, just any random citizen, a good Samaritan of South Africa, to adopt each and every one student, each one student, and take them home, whether it's a nearby place or take them to a far place, because that is the best way we can deal with it now. As in when we deal with the incompetence of NSFAS. I don't know how many times we should suggest to NSFAS, because we have a post bank in South Africa, a national bank system. We have a way of paying our SASA grants each and every year without fail. And the country have shown that they can do it. Why can we use the state resources to do that? Why can't we create a state bank with NSFAS and SASA through the post bank to pay our students on time, everyone with every time as they need it? To stop with these companies that were appointed and privately owned. We don't want that. We don't want private people to be benefiting from this, and individuals to be benefiting from this, because we don't want corruption. We don't want any self-saving services that are here. We want services that will serve our students and that can serve our students in their best interest. So we are calling on NSFAS, people who are leading NSFAS, especially the chairperson of the board, to rise above the challenge and show why he was appointed as the chairperson or voted in as the chairperson of the board. And please salvage the situation, because next year we are seeing a chaotic situation, like I've already explained earlier on. We are trying our level best to save our students, but it is difficult because we only have as much. There's only a little far that we can go.
When you talk about private companies, or are you saying it could be that NSFAS has paid, and therefore those that were supposed to send money to the students, that has not happened?
The level at which things are at mess. When you communicate to NSFAS, it will blame these companies. When you communicate to these companies, it will blame NSFAS. NSFAS has not given us money. When you ask the university, you need to remember that universities were taken out of the system because of their accusations of corruption and so many other things, but many things have not been proven as yet. But now what we have to do is to these companies must go. The money must be going straight to the post bank. Post bank must be revitalized and re-energized and re-systemized to support the government and do these payments in time for students. Because you can imagine, as a student not eating adequately, how can you study? How can you take a bath?
Thank you so much for your time. Paseka Molete from Sasco and Tandolwe too, explaining their situation, Clement, but we'll leave it there for now.
Right, Refiloe Seboko, thank you.